If I have a soul, with the eyes.
Welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome. So, today, Basil Khin. Okay, so you wanted me to give you a few new ways to elbow ball bust. And your girl is 6 feet tall. That's crazy. How tall are you? You're 5'4" and she's 6 feet tall. Wow. You're like my height and she's up there. That's interesting. Okay, I'm 5'4". So, what you've done is you sat on like a chair or something while she ball bust. I am curious as to how she is able to elbow bust you from the back while you're facing the wall. I don't really understand how that works. I think about her diving through your legs with her elbows and her head hitting the wall. That's what I think about. I don't understand how you're able to elbow ball bust. She's able to elbow ball bust you from the back while you're facing the wall. That is difficult. If you guys could show us a video of that, because am I the only one confused? Are you guys confused about how she does that? All right, Amazon princess, someone let me know. Let me tell you something, guys. Elbow busting is one of the lesser used techniques. And it's less used because you're rarely in a position to be able to effectively elbow bust someone. I'm so curious as to how that happens. I just see her diving in between her head hitting the wall and she missed the target altogether. Elbow hitting the walls as well. But if you guys are willing, could you please send us a quick video of that? I will let them know that it's you. Please, I'm sure that everyone in here, right? You guys are in here. I'm sure that everyone in here wants to see that. I promise you. Now let's see this stuff. Okay, I'm still like, okay. Now, when you elbow, the thing about it is, right, when I think about busting somebody in balls, I think, like, I want it to be really effective. I want this to hurt, okay? Hurt. I really want it to hurt. I want a really, really good aim. Have you ever gotten someone in such a position that you have the perfect view and angle of the penis to be able to bust them in the balls? So let's think about that, right? So let's think about if you're doing this with somebody, your loved one, you're doing it with your girlfriend, so that means you love each other. That means she's not going to go too hard. And that also means she's going to experiment on whatever you want her to experiment on, right? And you can try, when you're doing it with someone who's willing, right, you can ask them to go into different positions. So, oh my gosh, I was driving with my windows down all the time. I hope you guys can hear me. But, okay, number one, right? How to make the balls visible, so visible that they are in the best angle for you to bust them with your elbows. So, I don't know how flexible you are. One way I'm thinking is, can you go into a backward handstand? Like, just move yourself into a backward handstand, right? Now, when you bend over, now you want to just be wearing briefs. Because you want to be able to have those nuts contained. If you wear something loose fitting, then the nuts are just falling down there. When you're in this position, you're exposing the nut and it pushes your pelvic area up, okay, toward the heavens, like they like to say. But also, if you have it packaged in, something tight where the balls can stay in place, then you have a great angle. You want to take it from here, you want to jump it. She's nice and tall, so she gonna be landing She gonna be falling far. Okay, so you do a little jump, get your elbow ready, dive down and land on it. Just like that. Just pound that thing with that elbow. Even that one blow is gonna get you real good, I promise. Okay, so you want to get your elbow in position nice and sharp at the sharpest bend, right? And then you want to jump, like I said, Amazon Queen, you get a lot of height, so the fall is going to be great, which means the impact is going to be even greater. So when you jump up and land on that thing like that, you're going to take him out. He's probably going to fall. Okay, so another way I would say, now you want to lay on the bed, right? Don't just lay on the bed though. So you want to lay on the bed. He wants to lay on the bed. You lay on the bed on your back, right? We're not just laying on the bed. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a few pillows, let's say 3 pillows, okay? And you wanna prop them underneath the butt area. Now what this does is it props your midsection up. So your penile region is propped up, right? So what you want to do now that this is propped up, the penile region is exposed, you can do something different. You can take off the briefs, you can take off the underwear, and you can, have him naked, I like the idea of I think we should try it 2 ways. We should try one bare elbowed and try another, right, with elbow pads on, right? Just one elbow pad on the elbow. So you want to make sure he is laying down, and this is good because it's comfy. You get to land in a nice soft spot on the bed, all right? So you want to try from different angles. You can try from the foot of the bed where his feet are. So in between his feet, you can come, jump, and elbow in position and land and bust him in the elbow. That again will be a nice fall for him. So great impact. You want to come from the other angle. You want to come from the side, okay? You want to come from the side of the bed where he will be laying horizontally in reference to where you would be. And so now from the side, you want to bust that way. You know what I mean? So that's 2 angles you can use to bust, right? And then you want to try using the elbow pad. And this is going to be a bit of a greater impact because, this material be pretty painful because that material is a hard plastic. So can you imagine you're diving down on that penis like that? What? That's gonna hurt. So you want to try the different angles. It may feel different from the front. So if you attack from the front, right, in between the legs, I feel like when you land on those balls, you're going to get a good nut in there too. And while you will get a nut in there, if you try from the side, when you attempt from the side angle, you're going to get a good nut, but not as much as if you were to attack from the front, because then the rest of your arm, right, this portion of your arm, I think that it will press down on the more of the nether region. So you're going to land on the penis, which will also, but you will also land on the nuts, okay? So either way, that's another way. See, I mean, the thing is, for him to be, here's what you do. Oh my God. Okay, so here's what you want to do. Now, you may have to get I don't know how tall this table is going to be. Get a table that allows for his nuts to fall right above where your shoulder is, right? So you're going to have him stand on that table, right? Make sure the table is sturdy, because when he gets weak in the legs and he starts to shake you on that table, it's breaking him falling on the ground. Although, maybe you would be interested in that action as well. But you want him to stand on the table and you're standing on the floor. And like I said, you need for his crotch to be right here in this position. And so you're going to use your elbow and you're going to elbow bust up. So you're going to keep going at it like this. Go up, up. But see, the good thing about this is you can just keep going at it. Not just one blow and stop and one blow again. You know what I mean? You can be consistent with it. You can just keep going at the nuts until he falls, okay? Until he breaks. So that works. Another way that I think, and these are specifically elbow busting moves or techniques, right? So what else you're gonna do. You just want him in positions where it's like easy for you to just kind of either do this, do that, or do that, right? And so how are we going to get him in position to bust at the side? So you're laying on the couch. The couch is good because it offers great back support. So when you bust him, he won't just fall back, so you can keep going at it, right? So the couch allows great back support, and you want to lie him, want to lie on your side so that your nuts are exposed. Now you want to lay up with your back pressed up against the back of the couch. But what I want you to do is get maybe 2 pillows, right? So you want to make sure your legs are, probably hug them a little bit around the back of the couch so that you can make sure your body is just kind of like in place. It's not going to move, okay? And so what you want to do is put those 2 pillows, and like it did for when you were laying on your back on your bed, this is going to push your pelvic region out. So you're lying on the couch, on your side, pillow behind your pelvic region, pushing your pelvic out. And so you're going to be lying like this. So when she lands that punch, instead of you falling backwards on your back, you're just going to push back like that, just a little bit, depending on how deep the couch is. So this will allow you to bust. From the side like this, right? So he's here and you're here. That's exciting, right? So what you want to do is you want to try busting straight out, right? So straight out, straight ahead, right? Bust like this. But then also you can move it up a little bit and bust down and back, right? Down and back, right? So that's a different angle. Why I suggest both of those angles or both of those techniques is because the impact may be different, and the hurt can be real different. You know what I mean? So like I said, straight out and straight to the back. So move up to the back and down, straight out to the side like that. You just bust it really good like that with that elbow. Okay? So another thing you want to do with the elbows, guys, it's tough. If you notice, like I said before, why elbow ball busting isn't, I wouldn't say that popular, but isn't, used that often, while it is very effective, I think. It isn't used very often because you can never get someone in the right position where you can effectively ball bust and actually get that and actually hit the target. You know what I mean? So anyway, another thing you want to try. So he wants to open his legs, right? You want to open your legs. I want you to sit on the arm of the couch, right? So you're going to sit on the arm of the couch. And at this point, your penis and testes are just going to be deflated, and they're resting on the couch, which you want to make sure, right? Because you're sitting, your legs are on either side of the couch, of the arm of the couch. So you want to make sure that the nuts are pulled out and positioned to where, they're visible. They have to be naked. They cannot be packaged in anything, no underwear, right? So your nuts, I don't know how big they are, but they're going to be, they're going to be exposed, right? So you want to pull the nut out. So legs on either side of the chair, right? And so your penis and your nuts are pulled ahead so that you can have access to them. And what you want to do is you can sit on that couch while he's sitting here on the handle and just go at it like this. Go at it like this. Just go at it like this. So you'll get them really good. Let me tell you the thing about why that will sting so much. Because you're only going to be able to catch different sections of it as you go. Because tummy area is probably blocking. And I'm assuming in my head you're kind of fit. In my head you're kind of fit. You don't have a big um, tum tum, right? So she will be able to, pull your nuts out and just rest them there so that they are visible and accessible right there, right? So that she is able to do that. And if you notice, like when you clip your finger, you clip something in the door or something, it hurts. So I feel like when you pinch, like when you do this, you're gonna keep like missing or bumping off of the tummy area, but you're still going to make an effort to get that nut. And the part that's going to hit the nut is the sharpest part of your, I think, the greatest impact is going to be from the sharpest part of your elbow right here. And so when you go at it like that, you're going to keep pinching at parts of the penis and the testicles, and those little pinches, oh my gosh, they hurt. Y'all, please tell us how this works, how it worked. Let's have a conversation. I think everyone is interested in with you and your girlfriend too, like I told you before. So I think that would be a great way to try right there. I think that would be great to try sitting on the arm of the couch. Okay, guys. Okay, let's do one more. What else can we do? What other elbow busting options can we use? Like I said, you want to think of the best ways to expose the penile region so that you can land on the target most effectively. The best way to do that is if the penile region is poking out, okay? So I have this idea in my mind, right? Okay, you two are in the tub. I don't know why you have to be in the tub for this, and I don't think you have to, but in my brain, in Khin world, she's there, and the sources are telling me you gotta be in the tub. Be in the tub. I don't know. I think probably because it stings when the penis is wet or the balls are wet. So what I'm thinking is because this is your guy. Afterwards, you want to have a really great session. Okay, so this is how you go from the bust to the bed. Okay, so what you want to do, you're in the tub, so you've already lathered off, done whatever you have to do. Wash the soap off of you because soap is slippery, and you don't want that elbow to slip when it lands on that nut. Okay, so he's standing in the tub. Do we want him standing? He's just gonna be standing. That's just where he does. But what he does. But the thing about it is. I got it. This is what we're gonna do, right? So, two things I want to try. First of all, I want you to on your knees in front of him while he's standing in the tub and still on your knees. You should be at a pretty good angle, right? You want to lift the penis because we want to focus only on the nuts. So you're going to raise the penis up. You're going to hold it up. While you're holding it, you're just going to get your elbow and you're going to bust forward like this. So you're going to bust forward, okay? Raise the penis, lift the penis up so it's out of your way, and bust forward with your elbows. See how that works. He is naked and he is wet. You both are. You're in the tub, whatever. Now what I want you to do, and this is why the sources told me to be in the tub. For this one, okay? This is why. Now I know. I don't know. They be talking to me, but I don't know sometimes. Okay, so this is what's going on. You want him to stand. You want him to stand on the edges of the tub. So one foot on either side, okay, of the tub. So now you're going to be beneath him while he's standing over you. So you're like his midsection is the bridge that is above your head, okay? So now what you want to do, because you can't do, we're not punching, we're elbowing. So now you have to bend down in this angle, elbow toward the sky, and you're going to elbow bust up. Now when you bust up, this can be tricky because you can hit some other spots, okay? But you don't care because you busting nuts, and busting nuts means there will be casualties, okay? You don't know there, but there will be. So you're underneath him and he's above you, towering over you. That bridge, you're gonna fuck that bridge right up, girl. Okay, so you're gonna up, elbow, look up, and bust the shit out of those out of those testicles. And that can help you also to get the testicle region. The first hit would be on the testicle region. But of course, at this angle, you may want to up and back a little bit because, you know, of how the penis is positioned. Now, what you can have him do, stand up straight the first time where you try it. He's standing up straight, erect, right? Upright. And you're busting. But like I said, because you have to bust toward the tummy area just so that you can land and the impact would be great. Otherwise, you would just be kind of like hitting a ball, like a boxing ball. You know how that works? And it's not, there's no great impact on that really, right? So you're going to try from up and back a little bit so that you can, when you land, your elbow is landing on the whole groin area as opposed to just kind of like hitting a piece of there's the penis, right? You're hitting a piece of the penis or the nuts. If you're hitting a piece of the nuts and it's just dangling, you don't want that because that isn't going to do anything. Now what you want him to do is you want him to stay in that very position, right? But to make it easier for you so you can get yourself a direct hit, you want him to lean forward, okay? You see where I'm going with this? So he leans forward like he was before, one leg on either side of the tub, and you are still underneath him, and his bridge is bridging, honey, okay? All right. So now this allows you to not have to bust up and back. You can go straight up, right? So now the penis will be directly above you, and directly behind the penis is the, even though it's hanging, when your blow lands, it's gonna land on the whole groin region, so it pushes the penis and testes into the groin region. You see where I'm going with this? You understand what I mean? I hope you understand what I mean. Because, okay, this is how it works. If he's standing on top of you and he's not bent over, he's standing straight, you're getting the penis just kind of like, and testicles just dangling like this, okay? So they're dangling beneath. And when you bust, right, you mistakenly, oh my God, I missed it. You see what I mean? Like, it's easy to miss it. But if this is say this is the tummy region, the groin region, you have to elbow up and back. You see what I mean? But if he's leaning forward this way, even though it still will be dangling, it will be directly above your head, and his groin region will also be directly behind the blow. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but like now it's dangling, groin, he's bent over. So when you elbow up, it's going to push the testicles up into the groin region, and it's going to cause for the blow to be greater. You see what I mean? Okay, so now, my lady, once you are done with the busting, you're going to move it on to the bed. I don't necessarily mean you go into the bed. You want to take care of that pain, right? So you want to just squeeze those testes right in your mouth there, okay? You have to just slip them in your mouth. And you have to put them in. You have to slip them in your mouth, give them a nice suck, give them some kisses. You want to slip that peen in your mouth and kiss him up. Kiss him all the way up. And then you want to slip that in. Alright? So I'm moving right along. You do what you do in your bedroom. I do what I do in my bedroom. And I hope you guys had fun. Enjoy. Like I said, let us know how these worked out. And if you can, send us pictures, videos, whatever. We'll be happy to post those. Okay? And we can be able to watch. Love you guys. Thank you so much for inviting us into your bedroom. Okay, so guys, yeah, the plan was to, do a few reenactments to go along with this. I tried, but that did not work. I was able to get a few of them for you. Remember, guys, I'm always on the road, and yeah, so that's what's going on with me. But guys, I hope you enjoyed those few elbow busting ideas. I want you to try all of those. Let me know how they worked. Let me know if she likes them, who likes them more, what was your favorite one. Let me know if you have tried any of them before. I'm sure there are many ways, but when you're thinking about elbow busting, especially, you want to consider that the best way to bust someone is for that area to be exposed and accessible in the best ways. So poking it out, somehow, or propping it up is one of the best ways to expose that area and for for there to be a great impact when the blow lands. So let me go how that works, guys. Bye. Thank you to my new subscribers, you guys. Take care. Love you guys. Then remember to like and you don't have to share. This community. Whoever thinks we're freaks, but definitely like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, guys.
So, if the ice is cold, if I last forever, if I'm your man.